YouTube. George W. Bush is back again. Okay. Another installment on what I like to call the atheists versus the Biblites. Because that's the main thing I've paid attention to and seen since I came here to YouTube was the battle between the creationists versus the evolutionists, or the atheists versus the Biblites, as I call them. Okay, just a few thoughts from me, George W. Bush's. So God created everything there is, the heavens and the earth, as the Bible people believe. Then after a while, he came back. He came back and he told a few that he had done it and he was responsible for it, and gave them a set of rules to go by, to live by. He commanded them to, if you will, commandments, and basically said, if you don't, well, here's what will happen. You're going to burn in eternal hellfire for eternity. Your soul will burn, your body will burn. Even if you break the smallest one, break one small, it's like breaking them all. If you lie, it's just like murdering 6 million people, like Hitler. Oh wait, he got into heaven because he was a Catholic. Okay, well anyway, break small, break them all. Don't break any of these rules. But yet, he gave us free will at the same time to go ahead and break the rules if we were so inclined. So, then he's just going to sit back and watch from the kingdom of heaven, give us all the temptation in the world with the free will, but said we can't even break a small rule. What a controlling, sadistic son of a bitch. You mean to tell me that that's what you people really believe? I would not want to have my life controlled by some sadistic, sick God like that. How can you? How could you? Then, you know what? I just can't get over that. What a mean motherfucker. You know, it reminds me of my stepdad when I was little. He got a hunting dog. So for 10.5 months out of the year, that dog was in a pen out on the side of the house, and nobody paid any attention to it. Maybe once or twice a year it could come in the house if it got to like 30, 40 below outside. But once it came in the house, it was commanded to sit right at my stepdad's feet and not move. My stepdad got that dog for one reason: to control it. Control its every move in its life. That's what your God sounds like. That mean-ass son of a bitch. I hated his fucking guts when I was little. Here's the other thing. Not that it had any effect on me when I got older, of course. Those Biblites are so selfish and ignorant and egotistical that they think that mankind's time on this earth is everything there ever was. They think the earth is 6,000 years old. That's when God created it, even though there's every bit of evidence in the entire volumes and libraries full of evidence against them. They ain't trying to hear none of that. So anyway, they think that man's time on earth, which was actually a few 100 million years, not 6,000, but they think that was everything there ever was. Well, I got news for them, and this is going to blow your mind, Biblites, if you have the guts to listen to this whole thing. You know how, like, say, a timeline, like, say, a day, 24-hour day. Let's say this happens. I drop my pencil. How long did that take? About less than a second, the whole event. Okay, that's kind of comparable to man's time compared to the whole big scheme of things. You know, when you're done with that day and you look back at the whole 24-hour period, you think, what effect, how much of my day was consumed by that dropping of that pencil? None. Not at all. It was a second. You don't even think about it. That's almost kind of comparable to man's time on earth as compared to what's really happened. It's not even comparable. It's nothing. It's nothing at all. But here's the thing. Not only only is man's time on Earth nothing at all compared to what's really gone on, Earth's time in existence is nothing at all. Our solar system's time in existence is nothing at all. The Milky Way, our galaxy's time in existence, nothing at all. Now, science almost has, I don't know what they say, 60, maybe 70% they think of our entire universe mapped. You've seen that 3D model of how much of our universe they have mapped and so there's like a light at the end of the tunnel. They think maybe they're going to get a grasp on what all is out there. But I got news for you. And this is a theory I've been coming up with for years. Our universe, number one, is not the only universe. It's not the universe. It's not all there is. There's other universes parallel to ours in other dimensions. Yeah, a big bang started it all. But I say those big bangs go on all over the place all the time. Our universe was just one, and it started and it's gonna end. But they continue to go off all the time. Maybe even right here where we are in another dimension. So, mankind's time on Earth is not just small compared to our universe's life. It's even smaller because our universe's life is small compared to what's really going on. Suck on that, Bible-ites. Let's hear you talk about your 6,000-year-old universe now. Last point. Since I came to YouTube and started paying attention to this stuff, I see atheist after atheist after atheist, evolutionist after evolutionist after evolutionist, sitting down with facts, scientific facts for what they believe in. And what do I see the Bible-ites with to prove their point? Quotes from the Bible, that made-up book of stories by humans, which I call the Little Book of Evil because, oh boy, is it ever. That book is evil. There's a lot of evil in it. I wouldn't even want to go to heaven with that controlling God, because if you got up there and you screwed up, holy shit, could you imagine what would happen? No fucking way. You can keep your God. He sounds like a mean bastard. Peace and hair grease. Power to the atheist.